Hello guys, today we are going to watch some hamination. So let's just see, so this is not my first time, but this is my first time making a video about him. 2020, oh my goodness, 22 years old college dropout who tell silly little stories about his silly little life on his silly little YouTube channel. Okay? Yeah. So let's watch my bully brother. Let's watch it. Hamination!
My brother has been bullying me a ton lately, but I've been studying his tactics and I know how to get him back. I've set up a bucket above his door so that when he walks through, he'll get soaked.
Okay. Oh my gosh!
Use my own spells against me.
Hi, I'm Bryson.
He got the power.
Brother Braden. We're
Yep.
best friends now, but our relationship wasn't always like that. Braden was a total bully and
Oh my gosh! Is it happen for real?
you didn't tell me to shut up. Back off, it's my channel.
Oh my! Bro, look at the money! Oh my god! What?
Anyway, today I wanted to regale you with some of the fantastical stories of our sibling rivalry and how that blossomed into a beautiful friendship.
Okay.
Let's start at the beginning. Braden had a huge problem with me minding my own business. I would just be chilling in my room playing with Legos and he would come in and knock them down. It's kind of like a beaver when it sees water.
Yeah. Of course, he will hate you. He want a sister, okay? He want a sister, not you.
One time we were wrestling and we had stuffed pillows under our shirts for
Okay.
protection.
Protection.
Oh, he's got a pillow under his shirt. He's immune to all attacks, so it doesn't matter how hard I hit him.
Then he kicked me into a stool. It dug into my unprotected back and knocked the wind out of me.
Oh my.
Okay, stop being so dramatic. You're fine.
That is like me.
No reason we can't keep this little incident between us. Don't tell Mom, or I'll wring your neck. Okay, all good. See you later.
Oh my goodness.
Braden himself has told me that he didn't
Wait.
discover empathy until one day when he threw a
Yeah,
popcorn at Brody's back and
Wait,
ate it.
there's a Easter egg. Achievement unlock.
He didn't apply empathy until several years later, though. Even now, his empathy is selective.
Oh.
Braden loves pushing buttons. Growing
Push.
up with him was a masterclass in making other people mad. And bothering me was easy. I just wanted peace, and Braden knew exactly how to shatter that peace. For example, for several nights in a row, I would be in bed, Braden would come in and say,
You've had it far too good for far too long.
and then
Oh.
beat me up.
Oh my gosh. Hamination can eliminate people, but his brother can eliminate people than him, though.
After, I would say, why? And he would say,
No reason. Unprovoked.
Oh.
Anyways, see you same time tomorrow night.
one time we were on a family cruise, and Mom wanted us all to take a picture together.
Okay.
At this point, Braden's button pushing and bothersome tendencies had infected all of us. It was like a virus. Braden would bother me.
Braden
and to
virus.
Steam, I would bother Brenner. What a healthy brother dynamic. Hurt
Oh.
people hurt people. What can I say?
Yeah.
Right? And further, Braden was an expert at making it seem like it was my fault and playing innocent. So there we were getting ready
For
to take a
real.
picture, and Brody and Braden decide this would be the perfect time to start grabbing my butt. Obviously, I get angry and start pushing and trying to get them to stop as they laugh at me. Mom hears the ruckus and, of course, assumes I'm just causing problems for no reason and says, Bryson, stop! So I tried to just deal with it and smile for the picture as my brothers laughed at me. Here is a recreation of that picture.
Oh.
I lost on all accounts. I look super ugly because I'm trying not to squirm because my butt is being grabbed. Mom was mad at me, and Brody and Braden look great. They were experiencing the pure joy of a devious master plan coming together. They knew I had no options, so their smiles are genuine.
Oh.
Neither of them had ever nor
There's so many pictures. No.
for any family photos. However, me and Braden did have a team up on that same trip. I was in the shower and Brenner kept turning off the light.
No.
I kept warning him that I would spit water on him if he kept turning off the light, but that only strengthened his resolve to bother me. He would turn it off and then run away down the hall over and over. Eventually, I asked Braden to help me administer justice to Brenner, and he agreed. Braden hid behind the door, Brenner came back and turned off the light, but before he could escape, Braden grabbed him.
Do it now!
As I filled up my mouth with water to spray Brenner, I started laughing about how funny it was gonna be when I sprayed him. But the laughter caused me to accidentally inhale the water. It all went in my lungs and I started coughing violently.
Oh.
And something about that made my stomach go, oh yeah, he's coughing. Let's just do a full reset. Send all stomach contents back from whence they came, please. And I threw up in the shower as my brothers watched. I should have just thrown up on Brenner. He would have never bothered me again. But alas,
For real.
here's another example of Braden's shenanigans infecting his fellow men. We were in high school at this point. And
High school.
Braden had taken a liking to flipping me off. However, eventually,
Middle finger.
he became an inside joke to us, and I would flip him off back. So we would do this all the time to each other as confused bystanders watched. It basically became our way of greeting each other. But one day, this harmless prank went quite wrong. We were getting food at a restaurant. I paid, and the lady gave me my receipt, and I went to give her a thumbs up. But the habit was so deeply ingrained in me that I
Oh my gosh!
Luckily, her head made me think I was playing a video,
No.
pushing me to
Sorry.
and as she turned back in the nick of time, I switched my hands to a thumbs up.
Oh.
It's the real-life equivalent of using the wrong emote.
GTA.
About it, and we laughed and flipped each other off.
Oh.
Honestly, there aren't a ton of crazy stories of Braden bullying me. It was more of an evenly spread, slow burn that chipped away at my sanity for years. For
Years.
example, hitting me unprovoked to keep me on my toes.
Oh.
Stealing my stuff and hiding it. Kicking me off the X
Wait, Thomas the Train.
controller to make me think I was playing a video game with him. Pushing me too hard on the rope swing so I would hit a tree. Splashing me in pools. And throwing the hot potato at me way too hard. Except that kind of stuff takes a toll when you're small. It was
Yep.
a vicious cycle of him purposefully aggravating me too much. And
Sonic? Sonic.
There's no rhyme or reason to his crimes either. It usually plays out like this.
Oh.
Brute. No matter. I know his tactics. He's trying to get a reaction out of me. Well, he's out of luck. I've gained total mastery over my emotions. That being said, I've got to find
Oh
a
my
way to get
gosh.
him back for this. Later tonight, I'll set a trap for him in his room. When he walks
That
in, I'll be
that dog is literally in a millisecond, you know.
It will be the perfect
Your
time
brain
to
just
slap you
stop braining
because tonight
for no
the rain
reason.
comes to an end.
Stop it. Oh my gosh.
Said, I gotta throw in at least one good story about Braden because he truthfully is a great brother and I love him very much. The year was
Yeah.
2017 and I was about to turn 16.
Okay,
Nintendo Switch
16.
was releasing the next day and I asked
Oh.
my parents if I could wake up early, wait in line at the store, and buy the Switch with their money for my birthday.
They are
Since
money.
it would be out of stock everywhere by the time my birthday really did arrive. They said no, and I went to bed disappointed. Then at 5 a.m., Braden woke me up and told me that Mom and Dad only told me no to make it a surprise, and that we were going to the store to buy it now. It was a great brother experience, and I'll always have fond memories of waiting in line with Braden and playing Zelda. And here I am 6 years later playing the new Zelda on that same release day Switch.
Oh.
That being said, sometimes Braden does half nice, half mean things.
Okay, okay.
Leave him alone, punks. That's my job.
Now, I don't claim to be the innocent victim in all these circumstances.
That's my
I
job.
push Braden's buttons too. As my mom taught us,
Wait, that
it
is
takes
the
two for
handle.
contention, and I will not be one. But with me and Braden, I would change it to, it takes two for contention, and we will both be one. On that note, Braden avidly claims that I once threw a full can of Sprite at his head. I
Oh
don't
my
remember this
goodness.
at all, but admittedly, it's not fully out of character for me. And one time,
Okay.
we were on a tandem kayak together, and I
Kayak?
was purposefully rowing out of sync with
I never did kayak though.
plank together.
Right, left,
Left,
do it right.
I'm trying.
left, right, left, right.
My lefts and rights.
Just follow my lead.
It's left, right. It's not right, left. It's left, right.
Wrong on purpose.
What are you gonna do about it? Tip me? We're on the same boat, idiot.
Oh my goodness.
But I also do
All in one. All in one.
finding him a wife. Let me explain. One time, a bunch of families and friends in my neighborhood went on a big old camping slash hiking.
Okay,
And
that's
I was
Sharky.
eating lunch with our family friend Kira. As we chatted and ate, I said to her, "You should date Brayden."
I don't think Brayden's really my type.
And I thought to myself, sure he isn't, honey. And 5 years later, I was the best man at their wedding.
Yeah,
Brayden owes his marriage to me. As
yeah,
such,
yeah.
he will be
Oh
named
my
the
god.
firstborn child. No, the baby's
I
name
don't
will
even
be
have a
Bryson.
girlfriend yet.
The sequel.
Si-
It's
no.
happening, guys. Here's
Yes,
another
it's
family
happening.
love
Yes,
story.
it's happening.
Brody brought home a girl
Eh,
named Jen.
everything Bryson says is
Decided to
happening,
play
okay?
together. It was a secret role game. We will call it Secret Bad Guy.
Secret about God.
Anyway, we
Among Us, the original Among Us.
bad guys are and stop them to win.
Time
Under
flies.
secret
Oh
roles,
my
and
god.
I was the bad guy.
Bad
I had
guy.
to keep my identity secret and convince
That is literally like Among Us. That's literally like Among Us.
where if I was elected as chancellor, me and the bad guys would win. I had been purposefully playing in a way that had Brayden totally convinced that I was innocent. Mom was skeptical, but Brayden advocated for me and elected me as chancellor because I had earned his trust. The vote passed.
If Bryson is the bad guy, then we lose. Bryson, you're not the bad guy, right?
Oh my gosh.
Brayden was so angry that I had deceived him that he literally grabbed me, threw me on the table, and strangled me as I laughed. All while Jen watched.
I'm laughing right now. I'm laughing right now.
Somehow she ignored that red flag and married Brody anyway. The warnings were there. She signed up for this, so that's on her. And I'm not married. Speaking of board
Do not marry. Do not marry.
Monopoly once.
They are like so
Grabbing the
annoying.
airplane piece and throwing it like a ninja star out of anger. It missed and stuck into the wall. Good thing too, it could have stabbed someone's eye out. I don't remember who threw it, but I know in my heart that it was Brayden. Anyway, as
Brayden.
me and Brayden grew, we became best friends. Siblings are crazy like that. You spend your whole life fighting each other, and then one day you're both like,
He was my best friend all along.
Brayden has blossomed into a great man, and I love him like a
Wait, is that like Coco Melon reference?
Despite Brayden
Whatever.
trying to kill me over a board game, we still love them and we play them together all the time with the family. So much
Okay.
so that Brayden came to me one night saying that we should make a card game. That's way easier said than done, and I'm just not so sure that. And then the next morning, he sends a big document filled with all his ideas for the game. Honestly,
Bruh.
I was not expecting to like it, but after he pitched it, I realized he had the seed of something great, and I was sold. We spent the next several months writing the rules, play testing, brainstorming, balancing, creating prototypes, and spending late nights together drawing out our ideas on paper cards. It's been super hard and has taken several months to get to this point, but also super rewarding. And so, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Hoard the Hams.
Hoard the
It's a
ham.
card game where you hoard the most hams, steal hams from others, and protect what you've got. This has been a labor of love from me, Brayden, and the whole family. But we love the process so much that we're making our own family board game company. We already have 2 more board game ideas we've been playtesting, with 2 more promising ideas coming down the pipeline. So, if you want to support our family business while having a blast with your own family, please visit the Kickstarter to support and play Hoard the Hams today. This is a game that I genuinely believe in. We truly poured our hearts and souls into this, and we
Are you
all
going around me right now?
sincere hope that it will be a blast for you and your family, because it sure was a blast for me and mine. So
Okay.
please, click the link below to learn more about Hoard the Hams. Supporting the game will help us bring more card games and board games to your family in the future. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so yeah, so first is that you gotta support the original creator, hamination, and his YouTube link will be in the description. So bye guys, don't forget to like and subscribe because that will help me a lot. Bye guys, peace out.